Welcome to the latest episode of the Edgar Rice Burroughs mini podcast. These short podcasts are meant to supplement the full-length episodes that I do along with Jess Terrell and Scott Stewart, in which we generally discuss one of Edgar Rice Burroughs' novels in detail. Right now, we're using the mini podcast to do chapter-by-chapter analysis of the 1912 novel Tarzan of the Apes. My name is Tim DeForest. I'm the author of several books about what I call pre-digital pop culture, such as pulp magazines and old-time radio. And I keep a blog about such subjects at Comics, Old Time Radio, and other cool stuff. Now today, we're going to be discussing chapter 15 of Tarzan of the Apes, titled The Forest God, in which Tarzan gets to be unquestionably awesome. Now, please note that we will be including spoilers, both for this novel and possibly for other novels in the series. And I would also recommend you take a few minutes to reread this chapter before listening to the podcast, as I will be presuming you're familiar with the chapter as I discuss it. Now, chapter 15 is a short and action-packed chapter, with the Lioness fight yet another example of Burroughs' skill in creating truly exciting action scenes. But he still manages to smoothly fit in a few more bits of characterizations. I enjoy the different perspectives we see between Tarzan and Cecil in this chapter, with Cecil being initially terrified by the speed in which Tarzan moves through the trees while he's carrying Cecil, and at the height they're at, while for Tarzan, it's just an average walk. It's also important to note Tarzan's reaction when he realizes Cecil can't understand the ape language. Remember that Tarzan's entire world is the jungle. Even though he knows the natives have their own language, he still can't quite grasp exactly why everyone doesn't speak the ape tongue. From his perspective, that's the language you're taught while growing up. Amusingly, Tarzan thinks Cecil must be stupid for not understanding it. And we see yet another example of Tarzan's ability to learn and reason as he's pulling the lioness out of the window. A few chapters ago, he stumbled on the full Nelson wrestling hold while fighting Tarzan. Now he realizes that he can use the same technique on Saber, combining that with his great strength to snap the animal's neck. The action in both this chapter and the previous one is also designed to emphasize just how much his jungle upbringing has made Tarzan the physical superior to nearly anyone else he might meet. Now, we're also reminded that Cecil has come to a mistaken but perfectly understandable conclusion that the forest god who just saved them, who does not speak or understand English, cannot be the Tarzan of the Apes left a note in the cabin. Burroughs was usually very good at being consistent in the inherent logic of his world building, and this is a prime example of that consistency. Now, that's it for this time. Once again, my name is Tim DeForest. Please visit my blog at Comics, Old Time Radio, and other cool stuff. You can find a link to my Amazon.com authors page there. And if you're enjoying these podcasts, either my mini podcast or the full-length podcast, please leave a review on iTunes. We would appreciate that. And we'll be back soon with another episode. Thank you very much.